Hello. Um, yeah, so you clicked on this video because you want to see how I'm doing after I quit vaping, right? So yeah, I quit vaping. This is my 12th day of no vape. Honestly, I might relapse, but that's not your problem. Don't worry about me. Anyway, so how did it affect me? Let's cut to the chase, right? How did it affect me? I'll explain first physically and mentally. Physically, I used to have this chronic migraines, especially if I woke up late, right? Or I'm just like in the middle of the day and I just suddenly get this like migraine in here, this part here. Then I would abuse medicines. What is it called? I don't remember. But just I would abuse medicines. I would literally drink them on a daily basis because I had chronic migraine, and I thought that I was dying. Honestly, I thought I had a tumor. I thought I had brain cancer or something, but no, it was because I vaped. Yeah, and my friend said that maybe if I vaped and smoked simultaneously, like not just a vapor, it wouldn't be that bad. But I'm pretty sure he's just bluffing. If it's true, I don't really know, but I haven't really searched it up. But I wasn't really an active smoker at all because smoking makes my skin bad. Like I can like immediately see the effect. But I was an active smoker before I was an active vapor. But truthfully, I think smoking is better than vaping. I know people say the effects of vaping aren't as bad as smoke because smoking has much more harsh chemicals, harsh whatever the fuck in it, in that piece of roll. But I think, sue me, but I think smoking is better. Why? Because when you're vaping, it's like absolutely accessible. You can vape here, you can vape there, you can vape in your class, under your sleeves, you can vape in your bedroom, you can vape in the toilet at dinner, at a family dinner. So it's way much worse than smoking where, you have to get out to smoke because smokes smell bad. Some people might find comforting, the smell of smoke. I think it's bad. It's not like bad in the sense that, oh my god, it smells like fart and piss. No, it's just bad as in it's not comforting for me. It's just it smells like smoke. It's like stuck, especially in the fingers, in the hair, whatever. But honestly, when a guy like walk past me, a hot guy walk past me, and he smells like cigarettes and coffee, I think that's hot. But whatever. And yeah, yeah. So next. Oh, you know what smells bad? ICOS. Sue me. But anyway, next. No more nausea when I wake up. Yeah, do you get that? If you're a vapor, you're a vapor, right? I think that's why you clicked on this. You wake up every time you wake up. I think especially when you wake up in the morning, not like in the noon, whatever. I kind of want to sneeze right now. You feel nauseous. Like, it's just, you don't feel fresh. You feel like you're about to throw up. I thought it was because of a gut problem. I thought it was because I'm just not fit. I'm just built like this. I'm just weak. It was because of the vaping. Yeah. I don't experience that anymore when I wake up now. Am I still tired whenever I wake up? Yeah. I don't know why that is, honestly. Not enough sleep, probably. Anyway, so yeah, no more nausea when I wake up. And yeah, I keep looking at here because I actually wrote it down so I won't stutter as much. Third, I initially stopped vaping because I wanted to see whether my skin gets better rather than lungs. Like, I don't really care about the lungs. Like, if you want me to die, go ahead. But I think that's like pretty dumb because I won't like immediately die. I would have to survive and pay for the expenses. And anyway, but yeah, I stopped because I wanted to see whether my skin looked better. And it is still 12 days and I still have acne, and if you can see, I have a pimple patch, but if you can't see, then ignore what I just said. But I do think that it is getting better. Hear me out. My friend told me that I was delusional, which honestly hurt my feelings because, like, as if she saw my face and she said, okay, you're delusional. But then she said, but then it's okay, don't cancel her, because she said, maybe your skin got better because you were at home this whole time, which was true. It was the holidays. But even though when I was at home back in the holidays, the previous holidays, it didn't get better unless I did facials and stuff. I haven't done a facial for months now because it's expensive. But anyway, yeah, I do think my skin got better. I think the when I get acne, it's like tiny acne, tiny bumps. Those bumps don't really come out anymore. Like, it kind of like stopped. But not only vape is not the only thing that causes acne, hormones, whatever. But nicotine, vapes messes up with your hormones too. I'm pretty sure. I could like research it now, but I'm pretty sure. But anyway, yeah, skin looks better. If you wanna like make your skin look better, you wanna make your skin look better, and you wanna see whether stopping vaping can like do that stuff, do it. There's nothing to lose. If it doesn't get better, then I don't know, you can vape again, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth would be, so I used to get this random ass coughs out of nowhere. Like, I feel like I would be like choking up on something, like something internally just happening here. I don't know what the fuck that was. And then I would cough, and then I would immediately tell my friends like, oh my god, I'm actually dying. This is it. All the vapes have finally caught up to me. It was true. It was the vape. I don't get that anymore. And it's still 12 days too. Imagine what a month can do to you. I might relapse at that point, but like anyway. Yeah, no more random coughs, and yeah, just overall I feel a lot more fit, a lot more alive. I mean, I do eat a lot more now because if you are used to vaping, you are used to like just doing this and this all the time, right? And just getting like a thrill out of it, I guess, like the serotonin rush and stuff, and the addiction, and just that fidget, and the taste, and the na. So, what I do to alternate that would be eating snacks. Diabetes. Which one do you choose? Collapsed lungs and acne, or diabetes? I don't care really. I don't care about this stuff. I just care about the fact that I don't have any more chronic migraines and my skin is actually getting better, which is like, oh my god, finally. And yeah, it's actually a surprise to me that I can actually function without abusing substances. Let's move on. So second would be mentally. I want to talk about how it has changed me mentally. First, I still ache for a vape. It didn't change me mentally. I'm just talking about like the mentality, just mentally, just like overall mentally. I am still, aching for a vape right now, right this moment. I just really want to have that rush again, that high again, that like hit, I really do, and I don't know what I can do about it to mimic that. I know snacks and like gums, but it can't mimic that, and I don't want nicotine gums or nicotine patches because Zins, whatever. I think it's still bad for the skin, I don't know. That's just not really my point of all that. And I think it would make me nauseous still. Like, it would bring back the migraines and the nauseousness and stuff. People say yoga helps. Like, it mimics that feeling of high, I guess. Yoga or just basic workout. I ain't got time for that, girl. I ain't got time for that. Like, it's almost 8 p.m. and I went back from campus after doing my midterms at 3. And I'm still here, and I haven't taken a shower, as you can see. I have my hair up like this, that means I haven't taken a shower, and my bangs are styled, I haven't taken a shower. My jewelries are still on, I haven't taken a shower. Why am I talking about that right now? I don't remember how I got to there. Anyway, yeah, so I am still looking for a vape. Oh yeah, exercise, and I got no time for that. Yeah. So, yeah. Playing games helps me though. Like, it distracts my mind out of it. Playing games definitely helps me. I really want to vape right now. I really do. There's a high chance of me of relapsing after this. I really do. I can't. Anyway. Second, like, I eat a lot of sweets now, whatever. Third, coffee. It feels how it felt before I began vaping again. When I was vaping, coffee felt really mid to me. Like, the effects of coffee felt really mid to me. Like, I got, I guess, a little bit more awake, but like, that's it. Now I drink coffee and I get like this rush of like anxiety finally again. You know, I get this rush of awake, and it just tastes a lot more amazing now. I literally drank it out of a wine glass just to feel something. But yeah, coffee feels like how it felt back then. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth would be, okay, so me vaping, me smoking, me doing any kind of substance abuse, obviously my parents didn't know about it. Obviously my parents aren't the type of parents who they're strict. Yeah, they're strict. I love them, but they are strict, pretty strict about like stuff like this. I'm pretty sure they do not know anything about me other than I am lazy. So yeah, and I bring a lot of guilt to that, you know. I would be vaping in my room when nobody is in there. And guess what? I share a room with my brother. So whenever nobody's there, and also in my room, it's not that I just share a room with my brother. The closet of my mom and dad's closet is in my room. The laundry is right beside my room, and my mom likes to go in and out of that. So anyway, whenever nobody is in that room, I'd vape. You know, I'd vape and I'd feel guilty about it, obviously. They just thought I'm just upstairs to play my phone or try on new lip combos and stuff like that. You know, no, I was literally vaping because it's itchy. I need to vape, you know, especially after eating. It's the worst right now. It's the worst after eating and social events. I wish I have like a really high quality of life that I don't need this, you know. I'm really grateful for where I am. Obviously, I have a roof on my head. Look at my room. It's quite big, whatever. Well, technically this is not my room that I'm talking about. I'm in my boarding house. I'm in campus. So whenever in weekdays I go here, weekends I go back home because my campus is pretty far from my house. But anyway, yeah. And I can afford this boarding house and everything. I'm really grateful, but there's just something missing, you know, for me to just, I don't know how to explain it, but you know what, forget it. Yeah, guilt-free. Whenever I go to malls with my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, I would go to the toilet a lot, you know, frequently go to the toilet. My mom thought I had I think my mom thinks I have a UTI or something. No, I go to the toilet to vape. You know, oh god damn. It's like that. Yeah. There was like a time back when I did like, so whenever I go to malls back then, I would go to the toilets and stay there for almost an hour. Ooh, in one of the stalls while making like TikToks and vaping and just like vibing in there alone. What the fuck? Like, oh my god. Okay, I know I haven't like showered, but yeah. So yeah. Where was I? Oh, also, because the thing is, if you vape, you will get a lot of highs and migraines, right? It will cause brain fog. If you notice that you have been getting like a lot of brain fogs or just you can't recall memories, it's because of vaping, girl. Your the brain is damaged. So yeah. And I thought, this is the thing, I'm not a person who remembers things, you know, I forget things a lot. But recently, before this, before this 12-day span, I have been forgetting a lot. Like, every single thing. Then, and my excuse would just be like, yeah, I just block it out, honestly, like, whatever. I wasn't really blocking it out. I didn't even think much of it, of it being, like, traumatizing or whatever. It's just, like, whatever. And I don't remember. What? I don't think that's, like... Yeah, that. So yeah. Yeah. And the fact that, I can finally not vape for like 12 days is actually very, such like a proud moment for me, I guess. Not really proud, but, such a triumph. I don't fucking know what it is called. Because that guilt has been like sort of lifted off. There's still a lot of guilt inside. Girl, don't get me wrong. But a part of that has been lifted off a little bit. Like, I had vape before, you can't change that, the fact that I had vaped. I was addicted to nicotine, I can't change that fact. But yeah, I guess it's pretty cool that I could do this, 12 days. And I literally, I wrote it down, the 12 days. This is embarrassing, but anyway, in this book, I wrote down like every day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4, 12. Not even 2 weeks yet. I might relapse, but let's not jinx it. And yeah, and the reason why I became, if you're curious on why I became addicted to vaping and stuff like that, is because college was such a change for me. It might be a very corny reason, and I don't know how corny it is, but it is what it is, College was such a change for me. It gave me so much freedom to utilize, So, in college, I finally got to live on my own. And when I did, I wasn't in this boarding house before. I was in another boarding house. It was way smaller, disgusting, just like way, way smaller. So small, it like actually stresses me out. But anyway, one of the first things I did when I finally got to live on my own was purchase smoke. I'm just a very curious person, I just want to try every single thing. But you know what, experience, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, anyway. One of the first things I did was purchase cigarettes from an online store. Because I thought it was like so scary to buy it in real life. It was not. I have like done that now by this point, like so much times. But yeah. And I remember it was like one of the mildest cigarettes ever. And I tried it in my boarding room, because I didn't know exactly how cigarettes works, like how smelly they smelled or whatever. I just thought, cigarettes, whatever. Cigarettes. I only like smoked not even half of it, a quarter, barely a quarter, and I like in the sink because I was so shocked by the smell. I was like, what the fuck? This is so cool. What the fuck? Before college, by the way, I had the clearest skin. I did have acne, but that wasn't because of hormones or whatever. It was because I used like the wrong products and whatever, and it would heal almost immediately. Ever since college started until now, I'm in my 3rd year. It has not ended. Right now, it is one of the best forms of skin that I've had. But yeah, I'm not sure why. At first I thought it was because of my dirty water in my old boarding house, but I've moved here for like 2 years now at this point, and it hasn't healed yet. So it might be because of the smoking and the vaping. But the thing is, back then I thought I knew how to inhale. I did not. Like, that was not how you inhale. And I finally knew how to inhale correctly when I was in my 2nd year, I think. Yeah, 2nd year. Literally just now, technically. Back then I used to smoke almost a pack in my old boarding house, in my room while eating dim sum and like crying. I was so unstable in semester 1 and 2. Like, that was so scary. Yeah, and yeah, so I knew how to inhale, and then I was like, oh my god, what is this feeling? This high, oh my god, I almost cried. Almost every time I feel like a huge feeling, like an intense emotion, I will tear up. I won't like bawl my eyes out, I will like just tear up. I almost cried. Like, oh my god, what is this? And then I kept doing that, and doing that, and then I got nicotine sick. Like, I got, nicotine sickness, what is it called? I don't know. It was disgusting. But then I kept doing it again because I wanted the high. Then that's how I got addicted. And guess what? I knew how to inhale when I was playing Roblox. So, yeah. And the thing is, what's the funny thing? Before I knew how to inhale correctly, this is how I inhaled before I knew how to inhale correctly. It was literally just like immediately go down the throat. How people usually do is like either go down the throat and then you inhale it again to your lungs and you blow it out, or you put it in your mouth and then you inhale it and you blow it out. I just like go down the throat, out. The smoke. You can see people who inhale correctly and incorrectly by the smoke that goes out of their mouth. Mine was absolutely fucking embarrassing, and nobody told me anything because all my friends smoke and they didn't tell me anything. So what the fuck? But anyway. And the thing is, when I didn't know how to inhale, I was still addicted to it. What the fuck? It's the placebo effect. What the fuck? Like, I was like aching for something to suck on. I was aching for something to just like... I wasn't even high. I was never even high back then. I wasn't even anything. And there was also a time after like a long holiday, I finally wanted to smoke so bad. I finally smoked in my friend's room. Immediately, 8 sticks. And then my back started aching so bad. Like, I thought I was getting osteoporosis, girl. I thought I was like, oh, that's it. I fucked up my bones, I guess. And then I searched it up, The thing is, I had back pain for a long time. And then it just suddenly like disappeared, and I presume it was like because I sort of stopped smoking and started vaping. Because when I smoked those 8 sticks, my back hurted like how it did back when. So I researched it, and it could also cause back pain. I don't remember exactly how it does it, but it causes back pain. So, Yeah, but I see other people, I see my friends do it, like smoke every single day without fucking acne, without back pain. Like, how do you do it? Like, I want to vape again, but I can't because I want to see if my skin gets better. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Yeah, 12 days. We'll see. If I ever relapse, I might record it. I don't know, really. I might not record it, really. I don't know. I hope this brings some insight to you, I guess. This is not like a PSA to stop vaping. I don't really care if you vape or not. Do what you want, but I'm just like telling you, if you're like curious on how I'm doing, and how a person is doing, and how an addicted person is doing after like stopping for a few days, which is like usually the critical days, right? The hardest days. Well, then this is how she's doing. Yeah. Hope this was entertaining for you. If it's not, then I don't care. I don't care. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. My name is Kelly, by the way.